everybody, and welcome. My name is Dave, and I'm excited to be your guest reader for story time as Soft Bones introduces its new book, Journaling My Hypophosphatasia HPP, written and illustrated by Penny Whitner. If anyone isn't familiar with Soft Bones Foundation, you can always learn more by visiting their website, www.softbones.org, or connecting with them on social media. Just like the main character in the book, Henrietta, and many of you, I also live with hypophosphatasia. So I'm glad that the book like this one is available to help us better understand some things about it. In addition to telling us this story, this book offers some fun activities and valuable journaling that you can do anytime. Journaling is such a great way to help you express yourself and write down your personal thoughts and feelings in a safe place. It's not just for kids either. Some adults find this really helpful too. Well, let's get to it. I'm so glad to see you all here for my story time, and I hope you enjoy it. Well, please take a second to share this video. I'll wait just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Thank you. This really helps us to get the word out. Also, I want you to know that you can type your hometown and state in the comments that you live in the comments if you like. Oh, hi Evie. I'm glad to see you here. Hi, glad to see you, Susie. Hey, Quinn. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Morgan. Nice to see you all. Now let's read this story. You can personalize this book right here on the first page if you want. It says this book belongs to, and you can write your name there, or you can write your whole family's names in there. Isn't that cool? Well, the first page. HPP is a rare condition, and people with HPP are rare too. Hey, you're rare. Me too. Some people learn about their HPP early in their lives, or even before they were born, while still others learn about their HPP later on in life. Either way, people with HPP have one thing in common. They have bones that are not as strong as most people's, so they need to choose their activities wisely. One symptom with HPP is that they lose their teeth early, root and all. Sooner than most people, this keeps the tooth fairy really busy. People can't catch the HPP like you catch a cold. They have to be born with it. If you have HPP, you are rare. You know, this book was made possible in part to the support of the following people. Obviously, our writer. If you want to contact Penny Whitner, you can go to soskids.org. SOS4kids.org. We'd also like to thank the kids that helped us by putting this together. Caleb, Anna, Briley, Maddox, Esther, Landon, Chet, Blair, Juliana, Sophie, Aubrey, Abby, Zoe, Morgan, Evie, Grayson, Micah, Carson, Emery, Addison, Avalon, Cannon, Grace, McKay, McKenna, Connor, Zoe, and Adeline. And of course, Soft Bones. Well, my name is Henrietta, and I have hypophosphatasia. It's a hard word to say, and even harder to spell. Try spelling it below without looking. Can you spell hypophosphatasia? hypophosphatasia? It's even hard to say, isn't it? Well, I have trouble too. Most people just call hypophosphatasia HPP. HPP is a rare condition and people with HPP are rare too. Hey, you're rare. Me too. I'm the only one in my school with HPP and even in my whole state. I have HPP, but I also have a super imagination, and it helps me when I have bad days with my HPP. For example, the word hypophosphatasia reminds me of a hippopotamus, and I love hippos. Sometimes I like to imagine I am a hippo because they are strong and powerful. Are you strong and powerful? I bet you are. They are also different from the way they look. They are so big, you would think they would be very slow moving, but they can run really fast. Did you know that they can run 30 to 35 miles an hour? Wow! If you would like, I could take you inside my HPP imagination and tell you a little about my HPP. When I was just a baby, oh, look at the hippo. Things were pretty good, I suppose. At least I think they were, because I really don't remember much about my baby days. But I grew older, and I started to remember things like my favorite foods, like bacon and hot dogs and hamburgers and French fries. Do you have favorite foods? I know I do. I also remembered things I did not like, such as shots. See down here? It says, can you think of some things that you like? You can write those in. Can you think of things that you don't like? You can write those in there too. Not everyone with HPP gets shots, but I do. And I really don't like shots. But now that I'm older, I understand that shots help my bones get stronger and that it helps me feel better and I can do more things. Once a nurse told me it might be helpful if I took a slow, deep breath in and then slow breaths out while I was getting a shot. Can you do that? Take a deep breath in. Now let it out. Oh, you're good at that. Now I also use my imagination when I get a shot too. Now I imagine I am floating in a cool lake with sun shining brightly. I take a slow breath in, and then I imagine I'm blowing a water spout out of my mouth. Did you see the water in the air? You can also try to imagine things like blowing out candles on a birthday cake, or blowing into a pinwheel, or blowing bubbles. The secret is that you have to really try and picture it in your mind what you're thinking. I use my imagination in other times too. Like when I feel extra achy and can't get to sleep, or when I just feel bored. All I have to do is to keep picturing things I would rather be doing in my mind, like ziplining, or driving a go-kart, or riding a pony. Can you name some things that you like to really do? I know I can. Look, ziplining. There's the pony. There's the go-kart. Woohoo, that looks like fun. At school, the teacher said Randy would be my playground buddy. I told Randy I didn't want him to have to miss out on playing with other kids during recess. But he told me he really didn't mind at all. He actually liked quieter activities. Randy and I became very good friends. We have so much fun playing board games during recess and laugh so much, sometimes some of the other kids want to join us. You know, some days Randy and I just like to read. Randy likes to read anything to do with stars. And I do too. But I also like to read about hippos, of course. Sometimes I like to miss school, or actually I don't like to miss school. I have to miss school. Last year I had surgery and I missed so much school that I made a calendar to keep track of how many days I missed. I even rated each day from number 1, which meant I had a very bad day, to a number 10, which meant I had a very good day. Randy told me he wouldn't mind getting out of going to school sometime, but not for surgery. He would rather miss school to go fishing. I'd rather go fishing too. One day when I got home from school, my mom told me we needed to pack our suitcase for a special trip. We were not going to the hospital. Instead, we were going to an HPP meeting where we could meet other kids and families affected by HPP. I couldn't wait to go. Mom was excited too. I packed some of my favorite things to take with me. What are some of the things you would pack for a trip? Look at all this stuff. There's some sunglasses, some clothes. Is that a rubber ducky? Oh, there's a hippo. And there's a toothbrush. My fingers are getting a little dry. Well, at home, I was the only person I know with HPP. But at the patient meeting, I learned that there are lots of other kids and even adults with HPP, just like me. It was amazing. Can you find how many ways there are to the patient meeting in the maze below? See, look at all these things. I also learned that there are many different ways people with HPP might get around. Some were in wheelchairs, sometime like me, and others get around in other ways. It didn't really matter how we got around because it was like we were all just one big family. And we were all helping each other out. We had so much fun and made lasting friendships too. Look, you can see walking alone, walking with a helper, wheelchairs, crutches, walkers, knee scooters. There's all kinds of different ways to get around. I even made a special friend at the patient meeting. Her name is Pamela. She plays the guitar but doesn't sing. So I sing while she plays the guitar. La 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 la. We even were in a concert together and we won a prize. Now we are pen pals and BFFs. We write each other as often as we can. We understand each other in a special way because we both have HPP. I have learned that when most people understand even just a little about HPP, they may want to help. That makes me feel good. How about you? Does that make you feel good? I just want everyone and anyone I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. If I had a choice, I wouldn't have HPP. But since I don't have a choice, I'm really okay with my HPP. One Halloween, my neighbor Mary heard that I couldn't go trick-or-treating because my ankles were too swollen. She went out with some other kids and I took an extra bag just for me. Later, they came to my house and gave me a big bag of treats. Then Dad lit a jack-o'-lantern and we all told stories. We had a great time and we all agreed that it was one of the best Halloweens ever. I can't go to the most gym classes with HPP but there are lots of things I can do. One thing I really like to do is to help the teacher organize the workbooks and the papers during gym class. I am a good helper at school and at home. I may have HPP, but there's so much more that makes me who I am. I'm a swimmer, a reader, a writer, an artist, a singer, a stargazer, a helper, a good friend, a gamer, a musician. And there's things down here where you can pick some of these as like you'd like to do, and maybe some other things that's not on this list. My name is Henrietta, and I have HPP, but that is not who I am. When I am with my family and friends, I don't have to imagine I am a hippo or anyone else other than myself. Hi again, I hope you enjoyed my journal. You may write a journal about yourself on the following pages if you would like. Journaling is about pictures or words, not about pictures or words being perfect. It's about showing how you are feeling on paper. There are no rules, so don't get too hung up on trying to make it look perfect. You can put a line like a frown, or you can turn it upside down, make it a smile. It's just about you and for you alone. Or to share if you want. Just have fun. Your friend always, Henrietta. And they've got a few pages like this.
What's on the back of the book?
And then on the back of the book...
There's some thanks there, right?
What?
It's a thank you?
There's more of a thank you right here. It says, Soft Bones, the U.S. Hypophosphatasia Foundation was formed in 2009 to provide information and community to educate, empower, and connect patients living with hypophosphatasia, HPP, their families, and their caregivers. Hypophosphatasia is an inherited, genetic, ultra-rare, metabolic, chemical bone disease of broad-ranging severity that causes life-threatening disease in approximately 1 per 100,000 live births. People with conditions have low levels of the enzyme alkaline phosphatase, which impairs the mineralizations of bones. Normal mineralizations, hard to say, isn't it, is essential for hard and strong bones. Without it, bones become weak and soft, and teeth may fall out prematurely depending on the severity of the skeletal disease. Symptoms can include deformity of the limbs and chest, pneumonia, recurrent fractures, premature tooth loss, and pain. While there is currently no cure for hypophosphatasia, treatment is directed towards preventing or correcting the symptoms of complications. The Soft Bones Foundation catalyzes research of this rare bone disease through awareness. The CORD's International Hypophosphatasia Contact Registry and fundraising efforts. Soft Bones also advocates for an access to treatment, educates lawmakers, and brings attention to the needs and gaps in the care of patients affected by hypophosphatasia around the globe. For more information, visit www.softbones.org. This book is also made possible in part through the support of Alexion. Now, I'm sure that you're wondering how you can get a copy of this book for yourselves. Well, Soft Bones has made it quite easy. The Soft Bones Foundation will be offering one book per household for children with HPP. You can find the direct link to order your free copy in the comments of this video. Also on the private Facebook group or through their email updates. Please be sure to sign up to get your copy. And please note, if you'd like to sponsor a child and give more of these books away, contact us or leave a comment in the notes to this Facebook reading. last but not least, the most funnest part, I want to introduce you to the Hippo Squad. You might recognize the familiar face of our adorable hippo, like from this book. Ta-da! Like this storybook, the new club is available to our young members and will engage and educate those of us with HPP through a quarterly care package. You'll get mailings filled with games, activities, and educational content. Now, who doesn't like getting mail? We also offer other ways to connect online when our new online community launches on our website. And of course, live meetings when we're able to host those again. We hope you will join the squad and can do so at the same link as this storybook. Thank you for tuning in today. I had such a good time reading to you and launching these wonderful initiatives, and hope you did too. Please don't forget to register and enjoy your day. Bye.